In this chapter, we're going to take a good look at the AutoCAD interface. And for that reason, we have a drawing file for you to use throughout the chapter. It's called interface.dwg. You can download it from the library as described in the introduction. Now, when you open up the drawing, you'll see that it is a floor plan, and it's the same floor plan that was in the introductory videos for this particular course. Now, the reason I've got a drawing open in this particular chapter is not really for you to work on it. It's more so that we've got access to all of the AutoCAD interface. If you haven't got a live drawing open, you can't access certain areas of the AutoCAD interface. So it's so much easier to open up a drawing. So I thought I'd give you something more interesting to look at than a blank drawing. So you've got your floor plan with your grids, your dimensions, etc. Now, we're going to look at the AutoCAD interface, and the first thing we're going to take a look at is the AutoCAD application menu. Now, this is located on the little flyout arrow top left corner next to the red A. Click on the flyout arrow and there's your application menu. Now, it's a fairly simple menu to use in AutoCAD, but all Autodesk applications have an application menu similar in format to this. Now, right at the top of the application menu, you can search commands. So if you type in a command and press enter, it'll open up the AutoCAD help screens and allow you to locate a command that you might need some help with. You've got a couple of little icons here. As you can see, if I hover over that, recent documents or open documents. If I click on open documents, you'll see the only open file we have is the interface.dwg file. If I click back, those are the documents that I've opened recently. Now, looking at that documents list, I can look at it by ordered list, access date, size or type. I tend to prefer ordered list, which is the default. Notice here as well, I can have small icons, large icons. I can even have small images if I want to, as you can see. I tend to prefer the small icons like that with the little ordered list. Now, that yellow and blue icon is the icon for an AutoCAD DWG file, just so you know. Now, you'll also notice there's a little pin symbol when I hover over the files in the list. If I click on that pin, that will pin that file open and keep it in the list. Because obviously this list is going to change as you open up more drawings in AutoCAD. It's just a recent list of files. So if that's now pinned, that interface.dwg file like that, that will always appear in the list. It's a really useful tool if you're working regularly with the same drawing in a project, for example. Saves you having to go and find that drawing in the folders within Windows. I'll just unpin it again, like so, and as you can see, it's now unpinned. Now, if we take a look at the list on the left-hand side, these are all the different commands and functionality of our application menu. So here we've got new. I can start a new drawing or a new sheet set. We don't cover sheet sets in this course. We will, however, be looking at lots of drawings. I can go to open. That allows me to open a drawing, an existing drawing file locally. I can also open from AutoCAD Web and AutoCAD Mobile. Sheet sets again, I can open a sheet set data file. I can open up a DGN file, which is a different CAD file format. I can also locate the sample files that come with AutoCAD. I can look for the installed ones or go and find them online if I want to. Saving, well, that's self-explanatory. I can save a file. I can save as well. I can save as a drawing, save to web and mobile, save as a template, a drawing standards file, or many other file formats. This one here at the bottom of the list, if you hover over that little arrow, can you see there? Takes me up and down the pane in the application menu. DWG Convert is incredibly useful. I mentioned in the intro that all of the AutoCAD DWG files are saved to 2013 DWG file format. That's where you can utilize DWG Convert. So if I've got a whole bunch of AutoCAD 2018 DWG files that I want to convert back to, say, 2013 DWG files, you would use DWG Convert to select all those files and convert them back to the appropriate DWG file format. It's incredibly useful. Try and utilize it when you can. It also allows older versions of AutoCAD to open newer files and vice versa, because you're saving back to the relevant format that you need. Importing files, you can import PDFs and DGNs and other formats. Again, very self-explanatory. And I can export out to various file formats. The DWF file format is Autodesk specific, but I can also export out to PDFs, DGNs, and many other formats as well. If I click on the other formats, like so, it'll open up the Export Data dialog box. If I click on the arrow here, there's all the file formats that I can export out to. I won't go into all of those, but some of those may be of use to you, some of those might not. I'll just click on cancel there for now and cancel that out. I'll jump back to the application menu. Now, we've also got Publish, where I can publish my DWGs. If you're working in 3D, you can send them to a 3D print service. I can archive, I can electronically transmit a package of drawings, I can email a drawing, I can share a view of a drawing in the Shared Views function of AutoCAD, and I can also share the drawing in its entirety. And when I share a drawing using that little aeroplane symbol there, it'll allow me to share that drawing via AutoCAD Web, which is the web-based part of your AutoCAD subscription. If I want to print drawings, I've got plot, batch plot, multiple drawings. I can preview the plots. I can view the plot and publish details and look at log files. I can set up page setups. I can set up 3D prints, and I can manage any plotters I might be using or any plot styles. And I can edit my plot style tables if I need to as well, so that elements in my AutoCAD drawing plot a certain way, a certain line type, a certain color. Drawing utilities are incredibly useful in the application menu. I can check my drawing properties. I can compare drawings using DWG Compare. I can set up the units. I can audit a drawing in case it possibly has been corrupted. I can check the status. I can purge unused items. And I can also recover damaged DWG files using Recover and the Drawing Recovery Manager. Last but not least, I can close out the current drawing, or if I've got multiple drawings open, I can close all currently open drawings. I can also access the Options dialog box here. So there's Options. Click there like so, and the Options dialog box pops up. Now, this is a big dialog box. There's a lot of stuff in here that you don't need to touch, but there are tools in here where you can work with how your display works, how you open and save files. So you'll notice here I'm saving back to a 2018 DWG. Now, I promise you that all the files will be saved back as a 2013. So here's where I would tell AutoCAD that every time I save, I want to save to a 2013 file format. There's also settings for plotting and publishing, system, user preferences, and so on. I will click on Apply to apply that change I made and click on OK. So the next time I save this interface.dwg file, it will be saved back as a 2013 DWG file format file. So that's your application menu in AutoCAD. Bit of a long-winded dive into it, but go and explore. Check out the application menu and see what functionality you can utilize when you're working with AutoCAD.